Good evening here live at the Carrier Dome on the campus of Syracuse University for the Section 3 football finals. 5 games took place today, 6 local teams all vying for section titles. Let's not mess around, let's get right to the highlights. There's a lot that happened today. The undefeated and top-seeded Proctor Raiders at the Dome playing for a section final for the very first time. They took on two-time defending champs CiceroNorth Syracuse as a large amount of Uticans made the trip down I-90 for this one. First quarter, Proctor capitalizes on its first possession. Zanai James closes the drive, sweeping right off the handoff and dropping the shoulder to power his way into the end zone. 2-point conversion no good, but Raiders on top by 6. In the second, they add to the lead, finishing another long drive with Patrick Minor taking it up the gut and falling forward over the line for another 6. Proctor leads 12-zip. A quick response from the North Stars. Just 19 seconds later, Mike Washington rips up the turf for a huge gain. 59 yards to the hole, CNS on the board. They get the point after and trail 12-7. Third quarter, after going down by 2, Proctor answers right back. It's Minor again, this time finding a seam up the middle for a 4-yard score. This one down to the wire in the fourth. Proctor up by 5, 90 seconds left. North Stars pull back ahead. J.J. Razmovsky completes it to Matt Kiam in the end zone. What a game here, but it ends in heartbreak for the Raiders as they fall 28-25. CNS three-peats as the Class AA champ. Prior to that, in the Class B final, it's undefeated Oneida, the top dog in this tourney, taking on Solvay. After a scoreless first, the tie would be broken as Solvay completes a drive with Elijah Wright sweeping left off the pitch and taking it in from 4 yards out. Bearcats add the kick-in lead by 7. In the third, Oneida looks to knot things up on their opening drive. Jordan Clark escapes pressure and heaves it upfield, caught by Will Merrill for a long gain. Just a few plays later, it's Clark to Merrill again for a big completion. That would lead to a Drew Smith 11-yard TD to finish the drive and tie it at 7. In the fourth, Bearcats have it deep in Indians territory. On the run, Brock Bagosi with the throw across field right to a waiting Justin Scott in the end zone. That puts Solvay back in the lead, one they would not give up as Oneida falls 14-7 to end the year 9-1. Bearcats capture the Class B title. Next up, the Class C final as undefeated Louisville takes on top seed CatoMeridian. No score after 1. In the second, Chad Bach calling his own number and making sure it counts. He cuts through the Blue Devils defense en route to a 25-yard touchdown run. PAT good, Red Raiders on the board first and up 7. Big play to end the half. Just 2 seconds on the clock. Bach tosses it over the middle, hauled in by Aiden Zare in the back of the end zone, puts 6 more up on the board, and Louisville leads it 13-zip at the break. In the third, Raiders pick up right where they left off. Opening drive capped off by Bach going up the middle and just breaking the plane of the goal line for the 1-yard score. They add the extra point and lead by 20. Not done there, though. They run away with it in the fourth. Bach creating tunes that never get old. This time he carries it in off a play action. When I said they ran away with it, I meant it. They cruise to a dominant 41-6 victory to capture the Class C title. Right after that, in Class D, an all-local matchup between Frankfort, Skyler, and Waterville. Second quarter, the Maroon Knights strike first. Quarterback Jeffrey DeSaro tosses it to Joseph Parada for the touchdown. Extra point is no good, so Frankfort Skyler takes a 6-0 lead. Later in the quarter, the Maroon Knights keep it rolling. DeSaro keeps it, then finds his way through traffic for the score. Frankfort Skyler takes a 14-0 lead into the locker room at halftime. In the third, the Maroon Knights adding onto their lead. Tyler Rosati takes the handoff and into the end zone he goes. Maroon Knights now up 22-0. Waterville would get on the board, though, with 44 seconds left in the third. Darren Johnson takes the tough pass and goes into pay dirt for the score, but much too little, much too late. Frankfort Skyler takes this one for its first section title since 1982. 22-6 is the final. Both teams are moving on to states, though, as Waterville received an at-large bid, so the journey not yet over for either. Bright and early Saturday morning in the Carrier Dome, the West Canada Valley Indians taking on the Weedsport Warriors in the 8-man championship. First quarter, Indians strike first. Quarterback Connor Lynch tosses it in the air to Andre Shubik for the 24-yard touchdown. 2-point conversion, however, no good, so West Canada takes the 6-0 lead. A few minutes later, Weedsport answers back. Aiden Mabbitt takes the handoff and runs it in for a 44-yard Warriors touchdown. The 2-point conversion was no good as well, so we are all tied up at 6-6. On the ensuing kickoff, West Canada Valley coming all the way back downfield. Logan Valerio gone. Valerio from end zone to end zone, the length of the field for the Indians. 2-point conversion good this time, so Indians take a 14-6 lead. Still in the first quarter, Warriors come right back at it. It's Mabbitt taking the handoff and running it in from within the 10, and Weedsport would keep rolling from there. West Canada Valley season comes to an end as Weedsport takes its second straight title, winning this one 68-44. Over on the pitch in regional boys soccer action, the Poland Tornadoes battling Marathon for a trip to Middletown in the state Final Four. First half, no score. Braden Morrison cuts through traffic for the shot, but Tornadoes keeper Connor Broadbent with a diving save to keep this game scoreless. But a couple minutes later, Marathon breaks through. Diego Castellot with the tap-in shot beating Broadbent for the goal. Olympians on the board, 1-0. Not long after that, Marathon would add to their lead. Cameron Nielsen buries it right side. Marathon now up 2-0. As the quarter winds down, Olympians keep it rolling. Nielsen again with the shot past the goalkeeper. Marathon up 3-0 at the half. Marathon scores 2 more for insurance in the second half, including this one from Trent O'Neill. Poland gets taken down by Marathon, and their season comes to an end as the Olympians take the regional final 5-0. Also happening today, the soccer and field hockey regional finals. In girls soccer, Little Falls is shut out 2-0 by Unitigo in Class C, so their season comes to an end. Poland moves on, though, to the state Final Four with a 3-1 win over Marathon in Class D. In Class B, CVA beats Chalmont 6-3, 5 goals for Riley Rich in the contest for the Thunder as they're moving on to the Final Four. And in girls field hockey, Class B, Holland Patent falls to Vestal 3-0 as their season comes to an end. So you can see quite the busy day all over really the state for local teams. Congrats to the teams that are moving on, and to the teams that are not moving on, congrats on great seasons anyway. Quickly want to mention in girls cross country, Class B, New Hartford won the section title, and in Class C, Camden won the section title. So congrats to those teams as well. You can see they don't mess around here at the Carrier Dome, already getting ready for the basketball games coming up over the next week. So they're putting the court down right now. So that's my cue to get going. Busy day here at the Carrier Dome. Section finals are complete.